Now here in the UK, Plaid Cymru have won the Welsh Parliament by-election for Caerphilly, while Labour lost the seat for the first time since devolution. Let's take a look at the winning moments.
15961.
There it was. It is the 14th time lucky for Lindsay Whittle. The Plaid candidate had stood time and time again in the constituency at elections for Westminster and Cardiff Bay since 1983. He said winning the Senedd by-election was better than scoring the winning try for Wales against New Zealand in the Rugby World Cup. Here's the final number of votes for each candidate. Plaid's Lindsay Whittle, a clear lead with almost 16,000 votes. Reform UK's Claire Powell came in second with just over 12,000 votes. The Caerphilly by-election has seen a record turnout at the polling booths. More than half the electorate voted, and 47.4% of those cast ballots went to Plaid Cymru, who overturned a century of Labour dominance in the electorate. Well, Plaid Cymru's leader, Rhun ap Iorwerth, celebrated his party's win, saying voters chose a progressive alternative to Labour.
It was a hard-fought win. I think most commentators were expecting it to be closer than this. It turns out that it wasn't particularly close, and it sends a very, very clear message ahead of the Senedd elections just 6 months away. So historic for Caerphilly, historic for Plaid Cymru, certainly the appreciation of the work that Lindsay has done over so many years as a councillor here came very, very clear over the past few weeks.
Well, Labour won just an 11% share of the vote, and the Labour minister and Torfana MP Nick Thomas-Simons says his party's loss in Caerphilly is disappointing but not surprising.
We've had thousands of conversations on the doorstep. We treat this result with humility. We've heard what people say about speeding up that pace of change. But look, by-elections are always difficult for incumbent governments, and this one was no different in that regard.
And coming second was Reform UK. Let's listen to the reaction from the chairman, David Bull.
In some ways disappointing for us, but actually it's an amazing result on another hand, because actually we're only 4 years old as a party. At the last election we got 1.7%, and this morning we got 36%. That's a meteoric rise for us, and I think actually pretty unprecedented in modern political history. What we can see from that, of course, is the decimation of Labour, as you said in your introduction. This is 100 years of Labour rule. Labour trounced, going down to 11%, and actually that's what we're seeing around the United Kingdom.